Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we're making beef jerky. Yep, we're making beef jerky at home, and you can tell that I've been making a couple of beef jerkies. I've made them a couple times and they tasted amazing. So let's go ahead and start. Pounds of flank steak that I told my butcher to cut 1/4 of an inch thick. Now cutting lengthwise, it really depends on how long you want it. And the very important thing about this is you want to go against the grain. The mistake that I did here was I went alongside of the grain, so when you want to eat it, it was hard to eat. So I thought this time I'm going to do it going against the grain. So I did 2 pounds of it. You can cut it up even in smaller pieces. You can do however pieces you want. I just like them like the long ones because you can have it in the car, you can just hold it and you can munch on it. So flank steak, and we have to marinate this for 24 hours. I mean, you don't have to, you could do it in about 4 or 5 hours, but I've been making it a couple times and I did realize that by leaving it overnight, you can get a really good flavor. So in my container here, I have 1 cup of soy sauce. To that, we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take this top off so it's easier. I'm gonna go ahead and add another cup of Worcestershire sauce. I hope I said that correctly. All right, so this is basically going to be our mix. In there, we're gonna add a good tablespoon of fresh ginger and garlic. And I'm telling you, the fresh ginger and garlic did make a difference because when I was eating the ones that I made, I could taste the ginger and I really liked that taste. But if you really didn't have any, you could do the powder if you like. Now in that, I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. Now the last one I made, I had added a little bit of brown sugar and my kids liked it, but this time they didn't want it to be have that, so I decided I'm just gonna make the salty one. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of onion powder, tablespoon of lemon pepper. Now again, scale it down if you feel like it's gonna be too sour for you or whatever works for you. I'm just giving you a little bit of an idea of the different tastes. You could also add tamarind in here, brown sugar, which I did last time, lime juice, and then we're going to do 1 cup of chili powder. And I think I got everything except, oh, and we're going to do Tajin. Now, I don't know if you've tried Tajin, but it's just, it's a blend of very tart, I would say. And it's not, it's available in Walmart. I only did 1, I just added half in there. It's available in Walmart, but it tastes really good. Now, because I have all the powders in there, that has quite a bit of sodium in there. The lemon pepper has sodium, the Tajin has sodium, so I'm not gonna add any more sodium in there. I will do a quick taste test of our marinade before we do the marinade, before we throw in the meat. So this time, wow, ooh, so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more Tajin in here. I love the taste of Tajin. Okay, so this is gonna be more of a salty and doesn't have much spice in it, so I could add a little bit more cayenne, but I'm not going to. If you want to make it just a little bit more spicy, you can. All right, so now what we will do is we're gonna add our meat into a freezer bag, or it could be a storage bag. I just feel like it's safer to put it in a freezer bag. So I'm just, and you want to not add any other liquid that's on the bottom of this pan. That's why I didn't dump it in. I'm just trying to get out because I want my meat to marinate with just the marinade that I have. All right, so that's good. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw in our marinade just like that. So once you get all the air out, go ahead and give it a good massage so you can get all the meat with the spices mixed together. And if you feel, I feel like there's more air in it, so you can just open it a little bit and let that air escape. Without the air, it's just gonna marinate a bit better. Okay, just like that. Now we're gonna stick it into our refrigerator. Come back tomorrow after 12 hours or 24 hours, tomorrow about this time, and we'll start putting this into the oven, and then it's gonna take another 4 to 5 hours in the oven until it is nice and dried up just like this. So it's been 24 hours, and I'm telling you, this beef jerky smells amazing. So you know what I'm just doing is I just put this in like a sifter. What I want to do is I want to get rid of excess marination, excess liquid, because you just don't want any too much liquid in this. So I'm just going to add everything into my cup here, and then we're also going to be putting it on paper towels and completely drying it, because it's just not going to dry fast if you have all that liquid in there. So I think I got, yep, I think I got everything. So while that drips away, what I am going to do is take some paper towels and, all right, the bottom one, I'm going to do 2 good layers. And also, you don't want those really cheap paper towels, and you don't want very expensive paper towels. This is just in between. So what you want to do then is you want to start laying them on your paper towel just like this, flat. In one row, and then I'll show you the other row. I can just tell that the meat has become really nice and marinated, and it even feels so much softer. You can see the black pepper on top, and then ginger and garlic smells so good in here. So all you want to do is that first layer, just want to have everything in one, like you don't want to overlap this. All right, once you have that, I'm going to take some more paper towels. I'm going to lay it right on top like so, and I'm going to press it down, and you can see, look at all that marinade, or all that liquid just coming up on top, just like so. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to do my second layer right on top, just like that. And I'm going to complete doing this in layers, and then I'll show you how we're gonna stick this in the oven. So I just turned it around. I like flipped it, like it was like this, and I just flipped it around. All right, now I'm gonna get the layer of, see how much marinade that has soaked in. Now you see how dry this has become. So now what you want to do is you want to get a tray, a cookie sheet big enough, whatever you have, and then you also want I'm sure you guys are saying it at home and I'm losing my thought here. The oh gosh, I can't believe I can't. One of the cookie racks. There we go, cookie racks. and you want to start placing them not on top of each other, but they can be pretty close. That's okay. So you just want to go ahead, lay them all this way. My oven is at 200 degrees. This is going to take about between 4 to 6 hours, depending on really how your oven is going to be. So, and I have a dehydration in my oven. I started that, and that was not starting until 300, and I was worried that I was gonna burn it, and it wasn't. So I haven't tried the dehydration or the convection oven yet. I'm just doing it in the normal oven temperature. Mine goes lowest is 200 degrees. So you want to keep it at the lowest temperature that your oven can get. So I'm just gonna lay all these together just like this, and then we're gonna pop these in the oven. All these on the tray, and I really did my best to squeeze it in there, but it's still in one layer. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take some Tajin. Now if you can't get a hold of Tajin, don't worry, make your own Cajun seasoning or anything that you like that you would want on top. Anything that, you know, you could do lemon pepper, you could do whatever you like. I'm just going to sprinkle this on top, and then I'm going to stick this in the oven about an hour or so in. What I will do is I will turn it because it's still going to be soft. I'll add more Tajin on top of it, and then I'm just going to leave it in the oven for a good 4 or 4.5 hours, and then I'll take a look at it and I'll show you how you can tell that it's completely done. So in the oven it goes. I'll see you guys back here in about 4 hours. So it was 4.5 hours and my beef jerky is done. I'm going to show you what it looks like here. Look at how beautiful that looks. So when you start getting it like to this color, take it out right away and just leave it on your counter until it's completely cooled. As far as trying it, I am so beef jerkied out. Like, I have been munching on these to make sure that, you know, are they done? And so I'll give it a taste test, but they are super amazing, and it's great for the people who are looking at making halal zabiha beef jerkies at home, because when we buy them, you know, Amazon has them. And in fact, the inspiration came when we bought it from Amazon, and I just didn't like the taste of them. The kids didn't like them, and they were like $24 for like 4 packs, and I thought that was ridiculous. And with the meat that I bought for the beef jerky, I made beef jerky twice, and I've made the pasanda curry once. So for $30, I had all this meat and all this food compared to buying it ready-made. So I'm very happy that this one turned out really good. So make sure you give these a try at home, and put a lot of seasoning on it, because the seasoning is just coming through. It's so tasty. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.